Well, good morning, humanity. It's April 18th, 2022, and the favorite time of our week because it's Mondays with Bev and Paul. Hi, everybody. My name's Paul.
Good morning, everyone. This is Bev.
Hello, Bev.
Hello, Paul.
All right. Did you have a nice holiday weekend? Man, we were loaded with all kinds of holidays.
I know it was quiet for
Yeah,
me.
I mean
It was nice.
we had
Yeah,
Passover, we had Easter, we had the full moon, we had conjunctions, we had Ramadan. It's like,
I
man,
know. And we need to get ready for this because it's going to start being like this more and more, all this wonderful stuff going on.
right,
And
and it's perfect time to practice biotouch. So the gift of your holiday season is biotouch. I did want to share with you. We had a class. Eileen taught a class. We did there was a local lady. She was the only one signed up. She signed herself up and her husband. And then she said, "Can I bring my daughter?" I think daughter's 12 years old. And, yeah, sure, bring her. Well, it turns out her daughter had a sleepover, so there was a young friend of the daughter, and she showed up too. And so all four of them did the whole day and learned biotouch and told
fantastic.
them we'd send them a certificate. And yeah, I mean, now that was a
That's
gift.
it.
That's a gift.
That's like a scenario that we
Yeah,
love that.
I mean, that is just perfect.
Perfect.
Bring the whole family and
Yep.
get the parents working with the kids. So hopefully, and I know Lena's her name. She actually wants to get certified and help out at the center here. So we're excited about that.
Awesome.
And another thing we did was we presented at the University of Arizona School of Integrative Medicine. Uh, I don't know what they call it, but it was a presentation. There were about 40 med students and professional medical doctors already, and we presented BioTouch. And as an experiential thing, it's a little hard to experience it when you're not touching one another because it was all
Yeah.
through virtual. But we just went on to focusing on someone working on you. So we just want people to know, if you don't have anybody or you're still stuck at home or you can't get out, you know, working on yourself, think of somebody doing it to you. We want to keep the relationship part of
Yeah.
this, because that's vital, especially with what we're going to talk about today. Does BioTouch conflict with my belief systems? And this will just build on last week's intention thing. So, how does BioTouch not get in the way of any of our beliefs, philosophical, religious, dietary, morality? How, how does BioTouch not get in the way of those
I was just thinking when you were mentioning all those things, boy, this is a noisy planet,
beliefs?
isn't it? With all of our, all of our belief systems and all of this, and our perceptions, and we're clashing and chaos on the planet. No wonder we can't hear anything. And I think that's one of the things I love about BioTouch. We've mentioned this many, many times. BioTouch has the power to bring us into a present moment, and it's shh.
Right, that's
No
good.
words are necessary. It doesn't, you know, we say this all the time. BioTouch honors everything, whatever your belief system, and we say this very during our trainings. Whatever your philosophy is, whatever your belief system is, bring it,
Right.
because this is about your own self-awareness in all of that. But you're not going in the language that we use when we teach. What's our go-to? Well, I don't know.
That's a great belief
By
system.
the end
I
of
don't
our
know.
train, by the end of our trainings, people are actually laughing about that. Oh, don't ask them; they don't know.
Right.
But
Right.
That's so new. It neutralizes everything because we truly, truly mean this. Whatever you believe, whatever you're thinking, it's okay.
Right.
We're going to honor it.
And so unique in the healing, and
Yeah,
so it's just unique in the world.
it
That
is.
that there's a technique that can work and be incredibly effective, regardless of what you believe, where you are socioeconomic, philosophically. I remember when I was doing some research work, they were talking about healers, and the more spiritual you were, the better healer you were. You know, that might be true for a certain group of people, but it's not true in doing biotouch. I can guarantee you, it doesn't matter where you are on any spectrum or any belief system. You reach out, and I like the shh, because the two fingers.
Yeah.
Just touch. You don't need to
Quiet
talk
now,
about
quiet
it,
now.
right? It doesn't matter. People always say to me, "Well, what are you thinking about when you work on me?" And I'm always like, "Oh, you don't want to know what I'm thinking
Do not go there.
about."
It will scare you.
It scares me.
Absolutely.
uh, so
That's
yeah,
funny.
so I like how you said honor. BioTouch honors wherever you are in this particular time frame, whatever you believe, however you think the universe works or life works, or how you're getting from point A to point B. If you just add BioTouch to that, if anything, it will enhance your belief system. It'll help you feel, what's the word, strong in your convictions. That's
Yeah,
what we find
right.
a lot.
Well, that's interesting because even a belief system like I'm not good enough, I can't do that. I'm not able to do that. I'm not, worthy of doing that. BioTouch is here to say every single one of us is capable of of helping another human being. This this is like, as you say, a unique idea, and whatever our belief system is, BioTouch can show us in that self-awareness that no, you are here to do that. Whatever your belief system is, whatever your station in life is, whatever you're doing, you are here to do that for others.
Right.
That's that chain of beingness that we always talk about. The life here is for us to enter into service to each other. And in so doing, it will have a rippling effect for the planet. We've talked about that before. Because it's a one life going on down here. And BioTouch says, come on, you are part of this. You're not standing outside that circle. You're part of that circle.
Right. No matter where you
We
are
are
in your
BioTouch. Yeah,
growth.
it's giving you the ability
Right.
to enter into a greater life experience
Yeah.
just by touching.
And that's the other key. The one thing that really is wonderful about BioTouch is because we just address the body. We don't
Yep.
mess with your belief system. We don't mess
Right.
with centering yourself or worrying about bringing on high anything. It's about one person touching another person on the body, and that is a common denominator of all people on the planet is the
Yep.
body. You know,
That's right.
and when you can address that in such a gentle way, as even Gary Schwartz wrote in the foreword, a gentle way in that area just below the breastbone, that's a very powerful. I think someone just telling me about, at the university when I was teaching the university people, somebody talked about the power of that area of your body, called
Yes,
the
it
solar
is.
plexus in anatomy terms.
Right.
And yet, when you see it doesn't matter what kind of religious, philosophical pictures you see. There's always light radiating from the center of our body, and we touch that lightly, one person to another. That that's powerful. That's powerful.
The power comes from that silence, that presence, that shh. because it's like the lighter that you touch, the more non-invasive than you are, that body has the opportunity to hear, to listen. If you're like, oh yeah, turn, blah, blah, blah. BioTouch just says, we're going to step into a safe place, a place of trust, because I'm going to touch you in that very vulnerable, very sacred place on your body. And the door is going to open, and it's going to, the ego goes, it doesn't matter at that point what you believe in. There's no need to fix a space so that, or guard yourself from somebody else's negative stuff. I mean, this is a thought form out there, and BioTouch just says, for just a few minutes, we're going to do something different.
Yeah.
Your body is going to enter into a whole nother way of experiencing healing, health, love, whatever you want to call it. It's just a whole nother opportunity to experience something unique. And it's totally for each of us.
And to build on, I like the part, because somebody just a few days ago was working with someone, and it was a new time for her, and she says to me, so are you getting information? Are you, what do you feel? And I just practiced that and I said, no, I don't. And you can see how there's a shock in that with people, because they expect you in these kinds of modalities to feel something. And she said, well, how come? And I said, I just want to touch. I don't want to start accumulating all this that I think is important information that I'm getting about you. I just want to be present with you in a healing moment, and let whatever happens to your body and wherever my fingers go after I've done the basic set of points, because then it's magical for both of us. Then it's an art form that we just allow to unfold, and there's not me the healer and you the healee at all.
I had an opportunity years ago to experience that with a recipient. I had never worked with him before. And it was, I felt like he had given me this incredible gift, because during that session, all of a sudden, I felt myself in the only thing I can say, rhythm with the points I was touching. There was this connection between the two of us. I just let it just happen, and I'll be doggone. In a few minutes, he says to me, oh my gosh, I can't believe how much in rhythm you are in my body. I'm feeling this connection. I'm thinking, wow, what an amazing, and there was no thinking on my part. There was just touching. That was an amazing self-awareness for me. Yeah, and this connection that I had with another human being, wow. That was awesome.
And people, even in the very first class, when you teach people and you go into that room and you finally, and especially with older people, kids, they'll just start doing the points.
They get it.
And they get it. And adults, you have to just get them in that room for a moment and go, okay, now just get out of the way, and you don't try to figure out the points. Just here's where they are, but try and go with them. And finally, by the end of a class, you see they're relaxed. They're in that rhythm, of just touching that other body and not trying to figure anything out. You go where it hurts. They're there. And the beauty is you could have two conflicting belief systems outside that room or outside that session, and when you do BioTouch, it just melts it all away. It equalizes the playing field, like you said.
Oh, yeah. It's, and that's an interesting point about kids, because we say, oh, kids get it. Well, we have been told for eons of time by these great ones that are here to remind us of who we truly are. Be as a child. Yeah. This is how you approach your life, and something higher than this. Be as a child. Well, that's what BioTouch does, because it touches the most innate sense of ourselves as trusting children. And this is one of the reasons why kids get it, because they don't have all that programming that we've gone through.
Right. They don't have the belief systems yet. We haven't
Yeah,
given it to
they're
them.
not living in that ego thing yet. Okay, it's not real. So, but BioTouch has the power to do that for us, and just makes us feel cared for, and yeah, just innocent, just
Right.
in that moment. It's lovely. It's a lovely gift.
So, and I'm reminded too of that neuroscientist who was talking about mind body medicine, and he needed data for it. And he always said that anytime you have a wow experience in your life, you have a change in the deepest seat of consciousness.
Right.
And BioTouch, people come to that wow experience, even if it's a 5 minute neck and head work. And so that change in consciousness is based on personal self-awareness. It's not about me imparting some great knowledge to you. It's where am I today? So that self-awareness is where do I exist today in
Right.
relation to my surroundings? And everybody's different with that. And so BioTouch just helps you wake up to that, and where do you feel you need to go next?
Yeah.
And we get to get out of the way.
Well, basically, what a lovely thing for us to be able to do.
Right.
It's like, where am I right now in this moment? Where am I? Can you imagine if we were able to bring ourselves to that all the time, which is what we've been told is possible.
That's
And
right.
BioTouch is a way by which we can make that connection. Just
So
have the opportunity to experience that once in a while.
So let's teach you a little bit here. Let's teach you the heart set. And it's somewhere here. There it is.
This set of points may be used for conditions relating to the heart, veins, blood pressure, and circulation. To perform this set, first find hold point X, which is on the breastbone, directly between where the nipples would be on a youth. Another way to find X is by measuring 1/3 of the way up the breastbone from greeting point 1. To address the well-being of the heart, hold X and with the other hand touch points 1 and 2. These points may be found by imagining a line running from the notch at the top of the breastbone to a place on the left breast where the nipple would be on a youth. Divide this diagonal line into thirds. Point 1 is at the top of the first third. Point 2 is at the top of the second third. Veins, blood pressure, and circulation may be addressed by touching point 3 in addition to points 1 and 2. Point 3 is at the soft indentation just above the collarbone, above and to the left of the notch at the top of the breastbone. It is the same as point 1 in step 1 of the metabolism set. Remember?
And there you go. You could repeatedly do that. That's a great little scenario there. That's a father-daughter.
I know.
People doing the technique. That's how easy it is, folks. So go to justtouch.com. We always like to make sure you learn a little bit here on our Monday shows. If you have any place that you'd like us to share BioTouch, let us know. I'm going to a lady. I met her at open house down the road at a person who's doing some healing work, and the mother was really excited about BioTouch because it was a touch, and she said, "Oh, I have a friend." I said, "The better thing than coming to the center is set up a little group of people." She says, "Oh, well, we do a monthly lunch. Would you come talk to us?" There you go. That's the way. So if you have a
Perfect.
monthly lunch meeting or a group of people, or you're having a birthday party or a wedding, bring us along. We'll do some touching with everybody
You bet.
in the corner.
That sounds lovely.
So there you go. Thank you, Bev.
Thank you, Paul.
Now we can go back to our own personal belief systems.
I believe that BioTouch is amazing.
That's right. There you go.
That's my belief system.
All right. and we believe that we love you. So take care, and we'll see you all next week.
We will. Have a great week.
If pain has got you down and you live in town, take a trip down to Pima Street. The people down there are people who care. They will get you back on your feet. Put love into action. Put love into action. If you ever want to have any real satisfaction, choose love while you still can. Don't even try to understand. But healing grace in your own hands. Put love into action.